Hey everybody, and welcome to Car Mechanics Simulator 2014. Yes, a new adventure for me in the gaming world. Well, kind of in a way. I used to play Gearhead Garage, was one of my top favorite games ever made, and I had tons and tons of mods for it, and it was just an absolutely fun game, but you could never drive the cars. And the further you got into the game, whenever you go to an auction and buy a car, it was like junkier and junkier and junkier, to one point where you just had to buy all new parts or buy all scrapyard parts and piece the car together from basically a whole lot of nothing. So we're gonna I've been playing this game for a bit now, and I've done tons and tons of mechanic work in real life, so this game is like second nature to me. I got it tonight. Time. Who knows whenever I'll upload this video. But been playing it for quite a while tonight, and I'm in my second garage. I just finished this mission, which was to replace all the brake pads. And it's mission invoice number 25. So on, I believe 22, either 20, 22, something like that, you get your new garage. Because there's when you get the game, it says endless and it says unlocked, or locked. So hopefully we can unlock it. Alright, we need to perform a test drive and replace all damaged parts. The guy's saying description of work is my car clatters when I drive in the morning, but the sound disappears after about 15 minutes. Could you do something about it? It's really annoying. Alright, so that's a new one on me. Something that would just dissipate after a few minutes. Test drive this car. Now driving is a bit of a hassle. It's like full bore, you know. I don't hear any. Oh hell, I always do that. Turn too slow. Some brakes would be nice for this guy. Just go out and beat the hell out of these people's cars. Woo! Definitely something in the steering. There we go. So this one's gonna be a bit tricky. So not even what it could be. It said car clatters when he's driving in the morning, but sound dissipates after about 15 minutes. Well, the first thing we're gonna check, because I didn't hear any clattering in my headphones. So we're gonna immediately come up here and we're gonna start inspecting some parts. We're gonna look at these bushings. That bushing it's alright. That one's alright. So we're under the car, might as well check a few things under the car. Whoops. Freaking hate that you can't just like slide your guy over. So everything on this end of the car looks good. Then we're going to check some of the exhaust, just for good measure. Since we're under the car, it's best to just go ahead and check everything while you're under it. And by doing that, it makes life a little easier. Can't check his spring. Can't check his shock without taking off the the wheel. Try and check this bushing out up here. I need a new mouse. My mouse, like, for some reason likes to glitch out and like, jump all over the place. It's very annoying. And check this. Okay, so all these parts seem to be up to par. So it's not underneath the car. So we'll go ahead and set the car down, and then we'll crawl up in the engine bay. Well, actually, we're gonna take a wheel off, and then we're gonna check out some of the parts underneath here, and you know, check. Those seem up to par on both sides. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and yank this tie bar off here. And stupid mouse. Yanking this off, we can go ahead and because you can't inspect the strut tower or the spring without taking them off. So we'll go ahead and just yank these pieces off here, and we'll exit out. You got to use the escape key. Those parts seem up to par as well. So we'll just go ahead, go back to assembly mode. We'll just put those parts right back on the car. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Get the other bolt. Get out of here. We'll just everything looked like it was up to par underneath. You know, underneath the car was all good, and all the suspension components looked good. So it's got to be something in the motor area. You know, it's hard to tell on these. Further you go in, the harder it is to tell what it could be. Alright, so let's dig in here. There we go. There's our part. And wouldn't you know it? Alright, so we're gonna have to lift the car up, take all the exhaust off to get the manifold off. So come over here, lift the car up. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we can see what the problem is. And unfortunately, every piece of exhaust has 4 bolts on it. Oops. Alright, now we got all that off. You can't take the manifold off from underneath, so you gotta lower the car back down. the hood again. Get back underneath here. And yes, a ton of bolts on this thing. Now, I don't know about you, but all the manifolds I've ever taken off are 2 bolts per exhaust port. So this one's 4 bolts per port. It's kind of excessive, but who knows? I don't really work on foreign cars. I don't like them. All right, so we can't fix it, so we're gonna have to go buy a new one. So we're gonna come over here to our handy dandy computer on the wall. Come to the car parts. You want to always go to the new one unless it specifies to get an old one. Exhaust manifold. Oh, no, no, no. Don't want to do that. Don't need no extra parts here. Pop back underneath the hood. Go into assembly mode. I'll put this back on. And put the new part on. There we go. Shut the hood. Or as the people in England call it, the bonnet. Which I've never understood that. Why would you call a hood of a vehicle a bonnet? A bonnet's something that you wear, you know? Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Some of these bolts are a pain in the ass. And having a mouse that likes to just jump around. What the fuck? Where'd it go? There it is. I don't know if it's the game, because my mouse does this on all the games I play, so I'm pretty positive it's the mouse. Which, you know, I need a new one. I've been using the same old mouse for, oh, probably a good 10 years now, so it is well used. I've had a couple, you know, a couple different ones from you know, the purchase of this one, but they've all wore out and broke. I always go back to the old trusty. Alright, so our car is done. Alright, so everything is now repaired. I'm gonna hit the repair button and get our money.